If you are playing as Crash, you cannot quit the game until he is done getting up from tumbling out of a level. If you play the game as Coco, you can leave the level whenever you see fit. For some fucking reason. Which makes it very inconvenient to quit when you play as Crash, who is the faster character. Also, Nixter, I still don't know what time save you're talking about. The time save is 20 to 22 seconds. Like, my gold on gate clip before I started doing the faster one was like 50, like 51, 52, something like that. And I averaged 54. And now the fastest gate clip is 32. Like, that's also Cam's gold, I'm pretty sure. So it's like a 20-second difference, and I'm at the point where that matters. So, or at least it matters to me. Like 20 seconds is equivalent to like a small death. So, or not even a small death, like an average size death. Something that doesn't catastrophically kill the run, but is still like significant enough to be really fucking annoying. And it's like, it's at the start of the run, so there's really not a reason for me to not do it. Aside from I was lazy and just didn't want to learn it. And I didn't split. Like, gate clip alone, like the faster gate clip alone was like the biggest reason I 41 did any percent. Like, I could have gotten it without it, but it would have been very tight. It was like super lenient with it. Okay, plan. Please hit the balloon. It's like right there. Okay, good. Can you not? Yeah, okay, thanks for the good luck. I'm gonna hit this guy if I don't slow down. I love bad cycles. I would just like to leave the early game, thanks. Yeah, well, Warp 5 is considered the early game now. It's just 2 levels. In the power mod route I came up for this category, the entirety of Warp 5 actually is the early game. Like on the power mod route, I do everything except for Buglet 1 cycle at the beginning. Reverse Warp Order is fun. I just don't like having no Mach Tornado. It's kind of a cool category though. Just the entire idea, in fact, that in Crash 3 NST you can beat the game by doing the warp rooms in reverse order, to me is just hilarious. Haven't done an NG Plus of OG Crash 2 Hundo. I have the record in OG Crash 2 Hundo NG Plus. I think it's either 112 or 113. I don't remember. All I remember is I choked the ever-loving shit out of like the last few levels and still beat Bean's time, so that shows how unoptimized it is. Also, we all know that I'm really not that great at Crash 2. Like, I'm good, but not like top tier. So like, you could probably like get really close to sub 1 in that category. Maybe not like really close, but it could be like 105, 104, 103. Does Reversal Order have its own 108 or? No, it's just one thing and it's any percent. Reverse Warp Order 108 would be exceedingly pointless. And impossible, actually. It would actually be completely impossible. You can't fully complete Bug Light without going to other levels in the other warp rooms first. Boomfan probably would get close. Like, okay, so let's say, like, I'm pretty sure my time was 113 at a time where I had a 120. So it's about a 7-minute difference. Yeah, you could probably 102 that category. If not better. Thank you for actually short jumping that time. They don't have a leaderboard, do they? Nope. If CB3 zigzagging was as easy as CB2's, then OG Reverse Warp Order could maybe be a category. Yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, there's no leaderboard for NG Plus. Oh, okay. The thing is that NG Plus requires like some save file corruption in the middle. But the thing is that you can do it with a file you make to do the run in the first place. Because what you do is you save the game and then you do the save glitch to load the 0% file you used to start the category, but you load it with everything you've already collected. So it puts you back in warp 5, so you don't have to fight Ripper or Engine. And within the confines of the category, to me, that's fair because you're not using any files that weren't already used to start the run. So to me, that's okay. Now, the NG Plus run that I don't agree with is Bean's NG Plus any %. Because he starts the run in the middle of doing the glitch. So, like, he has a 0% save file. And he sets up the save glitch beforehand and loads that save file while he's going into Cortex. That I don't agree with. Because the run should start on when you load the 0% save file. And it shouldn't have any like prior setup beforehand. Also, if that was the way the NG Plus any % would work, it'd be the biggest fucking meme because all it is literally the fight with Cortex. Like, the run starts in the fight with Cortex. Like, no. I have also done NG Plus No-Go, and that one's actually kind of fun. Because in NG Plus No-Go, you take the secret exit in both Digging It. I think you take all the secret exits, actually. No. I just take them in Digging It and Air Crash. Because Digging It puts you in front of Road to Ruin if you take the secret exit. So you just go from Digging It into Road to Ruin, and you just go through the secret entrance. So that's cool because you see that part of Road to Ruin, which you don't ever see in a run. And then in you go from Air Crash into Snow-Go, and then you do the Snow-Go Red Gem path because it's faster by like 1 or 2 seconds. But yeah, NG Plus Hundo's really cool, though. Interesting rounding stuff you can do. The only thing I don't like is that you still have to enter Air Crash twice. You 100% Air Crash on the first visit. Like, you do the box pass and, like, the death route in the same visit. But you have to go back into it to unlock the secret exit to get to Snow-Go, because that gives a %. And you can't do that without revisiting the level. And, like, using the secret exits to, like, save time over, like, going up and down warp rooms is also just really cool. I don't know. I wish NG Plus got more love than it did, because it is a really, really cool glitch. It also gets, like, most of Warp 5 out of the way early. I think the only thing you save for the end is, like, Spaced Out. Because you have to. The run opens with pack attack, so you can do jetpackless immediately and just get it out of the way. Can we talk about how every time Coco does that animation, her laptop turns into the item? Like, how many laptops does this girl have? Yo, Dogma. Albert Einstein wouldn't feel good playing this game. True. It's about the closest I've ever been to making that without taking damage. Actually, I think that is literally the closest I've ever been to taking that without damage. If I had been a little lower, I wouldn't have gotten hit there. This is gonna gold, holy shit. Never thought I'd see the day where I actually got that.
Let's go.
Yo, Brendok, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the good luck. When the clock's extremely out of the way. The funny thing though, that clock still isn't nearly as infuriating as the one in Orient Express. What's my my PB is 2:11:21 with approximately a minute and a half of deaths in just like 2 levels alone. Actually, 1 level alone. Also, this is really bad, and I hope I don't mess up the 1 cycle. That's where all fell, by the way, I didn't see it. Should be fine. A little slow, but fine. That was actually decisively average. Actually, I find it amusing every time someone refers to me with like Mr. before like they actually say Riko, or like just Mr. anything. And then I just think of in Avengers: Infinity War when Iron Man calls Peter Quill Mr. Lord. It's like, Mr. Lord, can you get your team? Mr. Lord. I am Mr. Lord. I am NST Lord and Savior. Is there a way to make a phone not go to sleep automatically? I'm pretty sure you can turn that off in settings. At least you can for an iPhone. How come I have relic times on only some levels? What do you mean? You have an Android? Well, I have no idea how that works. So... Yeah. None of the sub-splits have relic times, but like the base split does, yeah. Should use my sub-split. I really like this setup. I think it only really works well in 108. Cause like I usually break sub-splits down by like warp room, but 108 only like very roughly follows a warp room order. And there's a lot of like back-to-back revisits, so it works really well for this. But like for 102 and 105, I still use the like break it down by like warp room or island. In Power Mod 102, I would probably do it this way though. Yeah, I finally get a run going, and then my body decides it needs to use the bathroom again. Thanks, I love you too. Yeah, it's a really cool category to watch, for sure. It's a difficult category, but a really cool one. Especially when it gets going after, like, the first boss. Like, everything before Tiny is definitely the slowest part of the run. Oh my god, Cam redeemed it before White Paws did. What the fuck? Well, I guess I'm doing OG Crash 1 any %, possibly before this stream ends. I mean, it is Saturday, so... Well, it's Sunday now, but it is the weekend, so I could stay up. I was trying to fix my sleep schedule, and then I slept for, like, fucking 14 hours or some shit last night. And I was like, this did not fix my sleep schedule. I should remember how to do this level. That would be ideal to doing this level. Cockyard. I prefer my name of Boney Ard. I gotta tell White Paws that Cam redeemed it, so now he has to watch me. If you've mastered hob slides, you'll try to wanna. You don't actually even have to do hob slides to get a decent time. Like, hob slides definitely save time, but they don't save, like, a huge amount of minutes. A couple minutes, probably, but, like, not huge time, I want to say. I was actually waiting to see if someone would redeem that. Because, truth be told, I'm long overdue for a PB in OG Crash 1 any percent. I guess. I have a 47, which in and of itself is not terrible, but it has a minute long death in Cortex, and I just never made it better. Oh, you're saying that's what you got, Cam? Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's just, of all the OG Crash categories, like out of like OG Trilogy, it hurts me the most, like physically, because it's the most zigzag intensive. It's definitely really satisfying to do hop slides for sure. Like, I would never tell someone to not learn hob slides, but I would tell people not to be discouraged if they're having trouble with them. Because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to be good at this, but I don't know if I can, like, get a good time because I don't know how to hob slide. And I'm just like, it really doesn't... It saves less time than it seems it does. But it does save time, and it's very fun to do. So I would recommend learning it, but I wouldn't give up just because you can't do it, basically is my point. You love watching good NST players because you're shit yourself. Dude, fucking imagine if NST had reserves, like the more you slide spin, just the faster you go. And then if you stop, then like, you lose all of that. Actually, it sounds kind of sick. Someone should make that mod. Does Crash 2 NST physically hurt my eyes? Yes. I guess in that sense, Crash 2 NST is physically painful, because it hurts to look at. I love G-Wiz. And thanks for the good luck, Groovy. No, he's Mr. Vengeance. Should have called me Mr. KSB. I had 102 as the incentive before Crash 1 OG any, actually. And then I decided that if I was going to do 102, it was going to be on my own terms. Oh my god, I almost died. I can confirm the Cam's soul is definitely filled with alcohol. So like the tweet thread Potty and I had, where he was like, the grind doesn't stop, we have to bop cam, and I was like, vengeance on vengeance. Oh my god, Coco. Holy fucking shit. How do you not notice it on your back? Vengains! Yo, Tet. Tet, you missed it. Cam redeemed Crash 1 OG any %. So I will be doing that at some indeterminate point in the future. That might be tonight. Will I get the 46 I deserve, or will I get 1 hour? The world may never know until I do it. And then everybody will know. I mean, it's a one-time redeem. So the next person who redeems it is getting refunded. The do this category rewards are one-time deals. Because if I had decided to not make them one-time deals, I would have been sitting here doing Crash 1 or Crash 2 any % for the rest of my fucking life. And as fun as it was the first time, I feel like it would get old fast. Imagine not mashing the button. Motherfucker. Gonna complain about the game being bad for a mistake that was clearly my fault. Fuck this game. So this is gonna sound really weird, but every time I drive past the cars in NST, I look at their wheels, and it really bothers me that they're not 2D sprites. Because that's what they are in OG. Oh my god. Two plus 2 equals 5. That is exactly what the meme is about, Tet. It's a deep meme. Basically, like, among the several, like, stupid BS things he kept repeating, when he couldn't comprehend the fact that his, quote-unquote video proof didn't mean shit because it was very badly edited, and he didn't understand our reasons as to why there wasn't anything wrong with the load remover, one of the things he kept saying, jokingly, was 2 plus 2 equals 5. Because he was like, it's basic math, and I was like, as a mathematician, you were actually, like, physically hurting and insulting me. Yeah, 2 plus 2 equals 5 is one of the many memes that came out of that whole debacle. Two plus 2 equals 5. I feel like a lot of people don't. Whenever people are like, oh, it's just basic math, I'm like, hi, no. I was like, y'all think you're good at math. I fucking studied it. Get on my level. Yeah, I was about to say velocity equals distance over time. I fucking nearly lost my shit when, I lost my shit when I was in Murkaz's stream a few nights ago and saw that as a reward. I was like, oh my god. Let's not die in Dinger. I went way too early. I'm surprised I didn't die. Another good one is nobody is as optimized as me. That's also a very good meme that came out of that. My personal favorite one that I'm pretty sure I made also a channel reward was Murkaz agrees with me. Dingo in the new Crash game? Yeah, it's a work of art. It's quite the beauty, I must say. Scorporilla returns. Dude, I made a tweet that I thought was pretty funny and like nobody actually liked it. It was a picture of like the really shitty model of Dingodile, and their picture said their tweet said what the fuck is this? So I responded with the picture, and like the Scorporilla's in the background, so I just squared over it and I said that's a Scorporilla. It's one of the mutants from Crash and the Titans, and like it got 2 likes, and I was like, man, I thought I was big funny there. Dingo Alf. No, someone said he looks like Swampy the Crocodile from Frogger 2, and I was like, oh my god, he does. Yeah, Zanzuki. Scorporilla is in fact a she. They mentioned that in Crash of the Titans that the Scorporilla is female. Why did I say he? Pretty sure I thought I said it. Holy shit, I'm fucking godlike. Assuming nothing else catastrophic happens, this is PB or Golding. Yo, the 36th though. This is world record, guys. This run right here is world record. Nuser, you don't actually think this is world record, do you? Yo, let's see. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, Scorporilla. I don't know how many of you have played the Wii version of Crash of the Titans, but in that version of the game, to do like the ultimate attack on the Titans, you have to actually do like movements with the Wii remote. And Scorporilla's involves banging your chest with the Wii remote and then like slamming like both of your hands down. And I have to say, when I first found that out, I was really glad nobody was watching me play the game. Like fucking like Just imagine like 13-year-old me being like, "Oh god, I hit my fucking headset." Shit. This is the kind of content that 25 people have subscribed for. What did you join into? Art. That hurt my thumb. Fuck. This is my hob sliding thumb. How am I supposed to get optimal mocks now? Handicap because war was too easy. Yeah. Cam's a little bitch. It's definitely not my CTR thumb. Holy shit. Ted, please tell me that clip also includes the part where I'm explaining why I just did that motion. Like, please tell me you included that part. How's the any percent? This game's any percent is actually really sick. It's frustrating at, like, higher level, as most categories are, but it is a very cool run. I really hope one of the people who clipped that did clip like the context also. I'll be sad if you didn't. And if you didn't, I'm gonna go back and clip it myself. I turned way too early. No context and with context. Oh no. I know what you're gonna do, Tat. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Sometimes I wish the loads were still longer. You wish NFLs were longer? I don't think I can form an appropriate response to that. Dude, if you could do a jog around your neighborhood between loads, though, be a good way to get ripped while speedrunning. Let's do some push-ups while you're waiting for the next race. First person to get mugged in a speedrun. Okay, but real talk, like, every time Skylar would talk about, like, taking a bathroom break between, like, twalk loads on Black Label, I'm just like, man, how fast does Skylar pee? Like, holy shit. I couldn't do that. The mugger was doing a speedrun to find out how fast they could mug you. Fucking rip. I am the best. The absolute fucking best. I also still lose like 10 seconds in the like gem portion of that also, so that could still be faster. Man, imagine knowing how to fucking charge. It's just not. There's like 2 cycles I go for here, and ultimately it doesn't matter which one I do. I roughly save the same amount of time with each. It's just that waiting on that spinner is like easier than waiting on the first fan, I guess. I end up waiting on this anyway. You can definitely get more than 2 subsplits for one section, Nizzy. Considering I have subsplits that are like several splits long. Nice fish every fucking time, dude. Fuck me. Not the way I planned on using it. He got stuck. That's the first time I've been too fast for Aku Aku to catch up in an underwater level. Oh, I was like, what the fuck level am I doing next? I suppose that's the best hob slide to drop. I'm godlike. I think you're just the one who doesn't read those, Nizzy. I love the part where none of those double jumps worked. The R in Riko stands for really good at video games. It's true. I don't know if you guys knew, but Riko is an acronym for Really Incredible Killer Octopus. I didn't say that. That sentence is factual if you just take Octo out of it. Can you imagine if Riko was actually an acronym, though? Can you be consistent doing hop sleds with the D-pad? You can, but you'll get worse directions with it. Like, the analog stick just gives you more freedom to change your direction. What did you just walk into? Art. This has been a very good stream. Oh my god, Ted, you fucking posted it in Merc has his server? I didn't even slam my desk! Oh, I understand that. Mercas and I look very much alike. We're basically the same person. The funny thing is that on my Discord, nobody's server is even close to mine. Because I have like all of my friends' servers grouped into one folder. And it's not the first folder in my, like, Discord. The first folder in my Discord is, like, all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff I do with my friend. And then above that is my own server. Because it's at the top. I feel like you'll be fine, Brendock. I feel like the games really aren't similar enough where I feel like muscle memory will really screw with you like that. Like, I switch between them fine. Okay. Thanks for dropping every fucking double jump game. Holy shit. I'm depressed. Have I ever run Forbidden Memories? No, and I never will, probably. I'll be real. If I speedrun any Yu-Gi-Oh! Video game, it's gonna be Duels of the Roses. Can we talk about how this run is almost an hour in and I haven't even lost a minute? I do really like the Crash 3 theme song, but I actually think my favorite Crash theme is the Crash 1 theme. That's how it's supposed to look. Every time. Like, for me, it would be between Crash 1 or Twins. Or the Twalk rendition of the Crash 3 theme, I guess. I don't know. It would be between Crash 1 and Twins, probably. That was the wrong way. And that's why I didn't damage boost. I've never been that fast. Yo, Luigi, thanks for good luck. I would hope this is PB pace, considering how much I have to save for my summer best. Try again. It's my favorite music genre. I don't really have a favorite, but I guess I would lean towards like the punk rock. I'll listen to most things, though. I mean, I guess if we want to get technical, my favorite genre of music is video game music, so... Imagine not only listening only to synthwave anime opening remixes. I'll listen to Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime openings, that shit's my shit. Do I know what Future House is? I have no idea. God damn it, I have to pee now. Oh, that was scary. No, both Dingoes and Trophy's power-ups just trivialize their fight. Yeah. Although Dingoes is trivialized well before you even get the double jump. Though I suppose in a sense so is Trophy's. It's just more, it's more trivialized when you get the Death Tornado spin. Why don't you do high time back to back? Because the one cycle is a lot easier and faster with the Death Tornado spin. But you need to do high time beforehand, so. Is there a chance of seeing me in the next GDQ speedrunning NSC? I've been submitting it. I've been submitting Crash to any % for the past few years. I didn't need to switch to Crash. The funny thing is that in OG, the Death Tornado spin actually only barely trivializes the fight, because you can't go to Entropy early in OG or he'll kill you. But you can't just like Death Tornado over when he's like down. How did that not? How did that not? Also, the reason we don't do Aegipus Rex right after Dynamite is because it's faster to do this section with Mach Tornado. Don't die, I guess. That sucks, Zekro. Would have been the first of its kind. Damn, that really sucks. If anything, I hope you guys will be able to do it in like future years. I wish that pterodactyl didn't get in the way. It would actually be a lot faster if I didn't bounce on that pterodactyl. I never have the balls to actually try that. keep forgetting to change Coco. I don't want to risk that. Though I probably could make it. Yeah, Renee, speedrunning should be considered an esports. I am indifferent. I don't really mind either way. There's both positives and negatives to it, as is the case with esports in general. Okay, I guess I'm coming back for the crystal. Least favorite level in Crash 3. Road Crash. Yeah, I think there's a lot of benefits to if, like, speedrunning becomes an esport. For one, having more players be sponsored means more people could potentially make a living off of it, which would be cool. Thought I would say Future. I actually really like Future Frenzy. It's just a hard level. Road Crash is boring and honestly pretty annoying of a level, so. I think that's a lot of people's big concern, Zekro. Is that if it becomes too competitive, then it could cause stuff like, you know, like strat hoarding or like, you know, like hiding stuff to like unveil it during a big tournament and stuff like that. So I think that's a lot of people's primary concern. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of what ifs. Golf is considered a sport and doesn't require interaction with your opponents. So is bowling. Yeah, bowling, swimming, motorsport, I guess. A sport doesn't have to directly require physical, like, interaction. Wow, I knew that was going to happen, but I wish I didn't. Record-based sports are a thing. Yeah. I feel like any form of recreation that requires some type of, like, training and like practicing and involves competition of some sort could be considered a sport, I guess. In Australia, there's a sport where 44 players are tackling each other. Is that rugby, or am I thinking of something else? Have I played Crash Mobile? No, because I don't have an Android, and right now it's only on Android. It's only on Android from Malaysian, like, website or whatever. I'll play it when it comes out on iOS. Yeah. Sports include all forms of competitive physical activity or games which through casual or organized participation at least in part aim to use, maintain, or improve physical ability and skills while providing enjoyment to participants. So like the only part about that that's questionable about esports is the physical part, but I would say there's definitely a physical aspect to like any type of esport or competitive gaming, even if I'm not sitting here running or like working out or like doing push-ups or anything. Like there's a huge physical and mental aspect to speedrunning. Why are there only so many sports called football? It's a good question. Chess is legally considered a sport by the International Olympic Committee, so I guess the esport falls in the same category. Yeah, like there's a huge mental aspect to chess, and I would say unless I'm missing something, there's more physical aspect to like competitive like fighting games or any like esport or like speedrunning than there is to chess. Like chess is like strictly mental, if I'm not mistaken. So. I feel like any competitive activity that tests either your physical capability, your mental capability, or both should be considered a sport. Or at least can be considered a sport. I'll get these just in case. Yeah, that would have been relatively close if I didn't. That was kind of gross. And yeah, I'm about to get a fucking, like, gold or really close anyway. I must have skipped a lot of fucking time crates if that was a gold. Shoutouts to playing Coco for only, like, 50% of the Coco section of the run. There are mods that let you do that, Brendock. They're just not allowed for speedruns. Because modifying the game in any way is just not allowed. Why do you only do hang 'em high now? It's faster with Death Tornado Spin. When you do the gate clip, you have the capability of leaving 2 levels behind. So we leave Hang 'em High behind along with Tomb Time. Because, for one, it's in the same warp room anyway. And it's just a little bit faster with the Death Tornado spin. The time trial I would actually say is notably faster with the Death Tornado spin. We actually used to do G-Wiz. We used to save G-Wiz for here. But that was before we found Hob Sliding. And then we found Hob Sliding, and then on Hob Sliding on PC, Hob Sliding became a lot easier. So Cam was like, why don't we do Hang 'em Out, or Hang 'em High there instead. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But like, you can do this with the tornado spin. Yeah, frame rate is like the biggest reason that hop sliding is easier on PC. The higher the frame rate, the faster Crash falls. Like, he moves faster in general, and one of the things that is faster is his falling speed. So because of that, on its 60 FPS, hop sliding is like really easy. Nice mock. I forgot I had double jump. Hang him up. How is that written? Poorly. Exceedingly poorly, obviously. No, I was explaining to like an old coworker that I was like, yeah, for some reason the higher the frame rate, the faster Crash moves, and he was like, tying a game's movement speed to its frame rate is like grade A how to not program. If keys were still in Crash, the relics sort of function as keys because you need a certain amount to unlock certain levels. But specific keys would be interesting, I guess. I don't know. Oh, finally. We want to talk about that gold? That was a really good tomb time. So Sadri, like when I've been practicing that in the past, have you noticed how like I clip into the wall and then just like fall off of the gem platform? Because it was that, except for I managed to delay the fall from the gem platform to the point where I was able to like get under a wall and make it to the top of the staircase. Which admittedly doesn't save a lot of time, but I was like, I didn't think it would be possible. And then it was. I mean, yeah, the fact that it saves time at all is cool, but it was more just like we were discussing it beforehand. I was like, man, if only I can make it to the top of the staircase, but I was like, but I don't think I can, because I keep getting bonked by the wall, and then I got under it, and I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit, that was a good doom time. Trying really hard not to get attached to this run, because there's still a lot of it left. But man, it's been good so far. Where in this category is under the time. It's right above the timer. Please bot potty. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't really care about doing that. I feel like I could easily bot potty. Not throwing shade at potty. It's more just like I've been on pace to do it many times at this point. Also, I think even potty would tell you that his run's not that good. So yeah, it's 2:06 and Cam's sum of best is 2:01, which means realistically another 3 or 4 minutes could probably come off. Like 2:02 is feasible, I guess. No! Fuck me! Fuck. Ugh, I'm mad and sad that I did that. Shit. That's not really a huge death, but it's huge enough. That's probably like the best death I could get in Tomb Raider, but fuck, that's still annoying. Gross. I mean, again, 15 seconds is about the best I could ask for a mistake in Tomb Raider. Any mistake in that level is really bad. I even knew it was gonna happen. I was like, I've never made this cycle, so I'm gonna fuck it up, and then I went for it anyway. So let's hope I don't mess this up. Thanks for not jumping, Crash. I really appreciate it. I refuse to believe that one was my fault. This is why you don't get attached to runs, boys. God damn it, dude. Thanks. No amount of practice in this level will ever make me good at it. That's aggravating. I honestly refuse to believe the second death was my fault. Like, the fact that the water fucking drags you down like that is so stupid. Wait, did you really, Katsu? Fucking legend. Please, yes. I think it's RNG. God, I hope not, because I was like, with the movement I do, that's like how I'm even able to like get to the staircase. Thanks for following, Raphael. Now, yeah, if I could hit this one at all, that'd be great. But it chose to stay closed the entire fucking time. It's okay. It's obnoxious, but it's okay.
Let's go.
Thanks for the follow, David. Someone told me why I have 7 seconds to save and bye-bye blimps. Godlike. How I managed to remember. Because I haven't mentioned at the bottom, Nizzy. Possible time save, previous segment. because of the pandemic, you started smoking quite a lot. I'm very sorry to hear that. Well, nice mocks, I guess. Not even bothering with this, because there's no way I'm making that. No, it's not worth doing that. Because for one, if you do that, then you have to fight him twice. That works. If you fight... So one of the requirements of 108 is that you trigger the true ending. And if you fight Cortex early, you don't get the true ending. And also, yeah, you wouldn't have fast re-entries, which save a lot over the course of a run. It's like 5 seconds per level, I feel. What controller do I use? I use a PS4 controller. Okay. PS4 controller. Yes, it's the amount of time I saved over my... compared to the amount of time I could have saved because of my gold. And then possible time save is the amount of time my PB loses over my gold. Still play with the PS2 controller? Nice. PS2 controller's not bad, I guess. I mean, I like them, so... Yeah. Before they added future tense, this category actually did require fighting Cortex twice because there was no way to get the true ending while also collecting everything beforehand. But in this version, with future tense, you can get enough, because the true ending unlocks when you get 104% or more. And before they added 108%, the only way you could get 104% or more is if you collected everything except for the last gem in the warp room. So, like, the maximum you could enter Cortex with the first time was 103. And those fuckers didn't program it so that you just need 30 gold relics to get the last gem. You also need to have all 5 power-ups, because they hate us. But when they added future tense, they made it so that there's enough stuff that you can collect everything except for the last power-up and the last gem. And you can fight Cortex, and it's the true ending, and then you can leave it and then just get whatever else you still need. I love video games. Fuck the bazooka, dude. I wish we didn't have to use this shit. Thank you, game. I half expected that fire to kill me anyway. Nice, I guess. What? That would have been a gold if it weren't for that. But at least I'm not losing a minute and 14. That was an interesting speedrun. It's honestly a pretty hard level. It's a cool one, but it's difficult. Not even bothering with that. I hope the 45 minutes I put into this level pays off. 6 snipe. Thanks, I learned it from Cam. Okay, so I can hold that one for longer. Nice. Is this Widowmaker? Your Overwatch jokes go over my head. This is Torbjorn? No, this is Patrick. I'm still depressed about Tomb Raider, dude. Fuck. I fucking hate this game. It's gonna bounce on that fucking TNT from now on.
Get in the slow lane, buddy.
Yo, Luca, thanks for the raid. That was your stream. Best relic. This time trial is so good. Got a Jaws on PB pace. Nice. That is pretty good, actually. This run's been pretty good. I lost almost a minute in Tomb Raider, which sucks, but that's the only really big mistake so far. Why Activision doesn't fix the time trial leaderboard? Because it's a waste of their time. Alright, who's ready for Future Crash? Nice game, bro. It's not Crash or Smash. That's why we have our own. That actually requires video proof. Being a little slow here. Oh my god, this is not hard. Can I spaghetti that anymore? Are you fucking kidding me? Should be fine even though I left that guy behind. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, come on. No way, really? I never get that. The movement in this level alone is going to kill 208. Not that I thought it was very possible at the moment. Well, so much for that. I guess this is how we will do it. I'll cheat death like I'm potty. Told ya. Potty Bop is in fact still alive. But given some stuff in this category, I don't think I'm done even if I get that. Just be safe, I guess. Yes, I love it. I love bitching out because I'm a bitch. Not my best future tense. I think if I hadn't bitched out, I would have made that. So I don't know why I did. The hitboxes to kill those last two UFOs is exceedingly generous. So there was really no reason to play it safe like that. It was only like 5 seconds though, so whatever. Man, who needs it, right? Really, like, you really don't need that invincibility. It's a relatively useless one. my gold. Nope, just barely missed it. Thanks, Sam. I'm not worried about Future Frenzy. I'm worried about the level after it. No matter how much I practice Bug Light, it will never not be scary. By sheer factor of just being at the end of the run. Play that safe. That did not feel good. I mean, I'll be real, the reason I do Bug Light is because the red gem trick makes it a lot easier. That's like the biggest reason. Alright, we're doing it this way. Because Crash just did not want to slow down at all. Okay, we're still good. I would honestly recommend going for a Groovy. It does save a lot of time. Like, 45 seconds is a lot. Yeah, that Area 51 was very plays like a bitch. Nitro Clip is not impossible. I got it first try in this run. Just be better at Nitro Clip. Can you believe I fucking lose 0.01 to my gold in Rings of Power? War loses 1 minute to it. Fucking legend. This loses a minute to fucking Tomb Raider, so lol. Yeah, okay. I love that part where I got no speed. I'm always afraid this is like OG Rings of Power, where if you miss even one like spin through a ring, you could just like lose the race. OG vehicle levels were just like obscenely rude, honestly. Like, oh, you made one mistake? Fuck off. You suck. And lose for it. That was 3 seconds. Because the game didn't spin. Motherfucker's got 23 seconds in Future Frenzy. Not including potential gold. Potential. Could probably gold bug light also. Yeah, I'm not doing that snipe ever again. It never wants to work the way I want it to. It doesn't save time? Oh, even better. Figured it might save like a minuscule amount of time because you don't have to bounce on the TNT, but cycles get in the way, it feels like, yeah. I never trust myself to spin one of those spike bots unless I've seen it close. Because the moment that thing even thinks about opening, you can fucking die to it. Should have body slammed later. Pretty sure I don't need to get this, but I'll get it anyway. Nice. Body slam. Yeah. I usually do the body slam later. I just brain farted there. Nice mocks. Me. You're such a fucking degenerate. Nice. That gave me a fucking heart attack. See? Gold potential. I don't even think that was that good. You need to backtrack in a lot of levels, especially in Crash 2. You backtrack in Gone Tomorrow, essentially. You backtrack in Future... I just backtracked in Future Frenzy. Oh, the only level in 1. I missed that part. But yeah, no, you backtrack in, yeah, like, you backtrack in Insanity Beach. Sorry, Cam, I'm still not going for this. Not when I have no masks. Not when I have no masks in a category that's over 2 hours long. You do backtrack in Fumbling. You backtrack in High Road. Sadness, misery, despair. These were the ingredients needed to create the perfect little girl. Man, imagine if that nitro hit me, though. I don't even care. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of... Like, Cortex Power is the only place where the backtracking is remotely annoying. Crash 2 is really the only one that's like super heavy on backtracking. Like even Crash 3 has moments of backtracking, but it's not really big moments. Like Crash 2 is the only one that's like really big on it. I'm in a comfortable enough margin that even if I fail Bug Light 1 cycle, I'll PB, but it wouldn't be a good one. I do absolutely need it to beat Potty though. Yo, this could have been low 208 though. Fuck Bug Light. Or not Bug Light, Tomb Raider. I mean, fuck Bug Light possibly also. To be fair, the run I had yesterday was like high 207 pace until future tense die. Backtracking was by far the hardest part of Crash 2. Oh, definitely. A lot of the difficulty in Crash 2 comes from the sheer amount of backtracking you have to do. Yeah. Like I said, this is why I said like I was trying really hard not to be attached to this run, because I was like something stupid could happen, and then lo and behold, Tomb Raider happened. Digging it is impossible as shit on OG. Nah, just do the Abdul route. AKA the Chris Marks route. Nice. You know what the funny thing is? The way I did it as a child was even stupider. I'd go all the way down the death route and then backtrack out of it and then go down the right path. Yeah, this is pretty decent RNG. And then this one happened. I'm not going to be Mercast. I will wait on that shit. Oh, well, we spoke too soon. Nice. You love to see it. Okay. Thanks. Less. That was my favorite snipe in this level. A little shaky movement. Didn't get it in the way. Well, this is bad. Not dead, but bad. I'm 3 seconds behind, which means I need to get the red gem. Oh, I'm even further behind now. This is really not good. I fucked this up real bad. I might not even get this. I'm not getting it. That's a rip. Not even likely at this point, Groovy. No way in hell, then. There's no way. Yeah, this doesn't even beat Groovy. No, it's not possible. I have to get the fucking gem. Should've got stuck. I'll be right back.